Hello guys and welcome to the second to last round, the penultimate round if you will, of this career mode. We are here at sunny Brazil, although it is set to get cloudy later on. Maybe it will rain, maybe it won't. We'll find out all in due course. This is the run up to the finale in Abu Dhabi. We've got Lewis Hamilton on pole, who's trying to claw his way back to fight in contention for the championship. It is possible for Sebastian Vettel to clinch the title this weekend, assuming that Hamilton obviously he finishes outside the points, or he doesn't finish at all. Then obviously Vettel can win by winning the race. But it's going to be an interesting race to see how it pans out. Obviously it was a wet qualifying, so a few drivers are split on strategy. You can see Vettel is on the yellow mark soft tyre, Hamilton and Bottas on the super soft. I'm pretty sure that Kimi he might be on the soft as well. Verstappen is on the soft, I believe, as well. So the whole grid is pretty much mixed and matched. But we're ready for the 5 lights to go out. We've got 5 lights on right now. The lights go out and we are underway. Hamilton gets off to a fantastic start, as do we. We get more or less the same start. There's a bit of jostling going on behind us. We're going to go into turn 1, bit up the curb, and a bit on the exit curve as well. Hamilton's already got a pretty sizable gap, as you had a little snap of oversteers. So solid start from us, nothing really happened. We're going to have a look at everyone else and see how they did. It's weird that you can't really see the lights because of the F1 experiences board ahead. But there was a lot of wheel spin for Hamilton and Vettel, which I thought was quite interesting. It was slightly different. You can see Felipe Massa actually coming back from going 3 wide with Raikkonen and Ricciardo. They just absolutely dived it round and actually managed to secure, I believe it's P5, P4. There we go. I can't even get my words out. But right, Kimi Raikkonen and Daniel Ricciardo are actually fighting for 5th place. That I got that one right. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that pans out. Obviously now he's got to get past the Williams, and here we go, coming on to the start of lap 2 for them. He's gonna go around the outside. Vettel is actually going to challenge Bottas for P2, so Vettel making a move on Bottas. We'll see in a minute when the camera pans round if it's stuck. Yes, it did indeed. So Vettel is up another position. We've got Carlos Sainz, who looks to be having a much better race for Renault here in Brazil. He's coming up the back of, I believe it's Lance Stroll. So Lance Stroll under pressure from Carlos Sainz. Lance Stroll obviously not gone around this track before, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for him to get used to this track, at least anyway. You can see in the background we've got a McLaren and a Sauber going side by side. We won't get anything from that because they don't have any more TV time left this season. We've got Sebastian Vettel leading the way, and Bottas and Raikkonen are now fighting. So Bottas could lose out to his Finnish compatriot as they go down to the DRS detection zone. But beautiful angle of Bottas's rear wing opening, and you can just see he's going to fly down the straights compared to Raikkonen. He has DRS as well, but at the same time, just the speed difference is ridiculous. Excuse me, nearly died. Not a good idea to die mid-video. Kimi Raikkonen still going side by side. It's very similar to Vettel and Bottas on the last lap in Mexico. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. It was an amazing final lap. It was honestly probably similar with Japan, one of the best races of the season. USA was pretty good as well. Obviously, everything that happened to Hamilton, it was kind of a bit like wow. But 2 races in a row, Hamilton was like nowhere. But at the same time, we're going to continue on to lap 3. It's only been lap 3, and it's crazy. It really is. So we're going to come across the start-finish line. We are going to get challenged by both of the Finnish drivers, especially our teammate, who shouldn't be doing that. You know, we're fighting for the championship, Kimi. We don't need you ruining it for us, but I'm pretty sure we'll see more of that action a little bit later on. You've got Daniel Ricciardo, who is now looking at Felipe Massa. He had an amazing start. He got past both Kimi and Felipe at the same time. You can see those 3 cars going at it still on the following lap as well. So those guys are absolutely smashing it at the moment. But we're going to continue on, and Daniel Ricciardo makes an easy pass on Felipe Massa. Not too difficult, and it looks like he could lose a position to the Force India at this point. But I'm going to move on again. Raikkonen having even more attempts at Raikkonen, but this time Bottas looks like he's going to actually pull one back on Kimi, and Bottas makes his way through. Just to bear in mind that obviously Bottas is on the softer tyre, so he should technically be faster. Brendan Hartley is in the background. We've got Pierre Gasly on the screen at the moment, and Pierre Gasly is looking to overtake Lance Stroll as well. So Carlos Sainz passed Lance Stroll Pierre Gasly around Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll not having a great race, as it turns out to be. Felipe Massa said he could come under pressure from Sergio Perez at some point, and here we go. They actually banged tyres a little bit, so that was a bit dangerous for them two guys. But Sergio Perez is going to try and go the long way round of Felipe Massa, and it looks like he's got the legs on his Force India to do so. So that is Felipe Massa done and dusted. But coming down the start-finish straight, we've got two more cars. There is Brendan Hartley, the Kiwi driver, and it looks like he's being challenged by Max Verstappen. So Max Verstappen, I don't know what he's doing. He's on the super soft, but he's already made a pit stop, so I don't know what he's doing. But Ricciardo is chasing down the second, third and fourth, and Kimi's just going to give him fourth place. He just completely locks up, and Ricciardo's made some ground, getting past Massa, then getting past Raikkonen. We've got Esteban Ocon now, who's looking at Brendan Hartley, and he's gonna go the long way around, just like his teammate did, and I'm pretty sure we'll hold it for turn 2. And Brendan Hartley, not that experienced, but he's not doing too bad a job, as it seems at this point in time. So fair play to Brendan, he's doing a pretty solid job. But we're coming into the pit lane to serve our stop, get rid of these tyres. These tyres are feeling awful. Hamilton's gone. Hamilton is absolutely bolted compared to what we're doing. I don't know. It could be the tyres for all I know, but we actually got held a little bit by the Red Bull and now the Force India of Perez. So we're going to have to get past Perez pretty sharpish. We do so with that. We give him a little bit of a squeeze as well. So that was kind of a bit frustrating. A large stroll just ahead, who isn't too bad. But it's a weird race. Like, this track's difficult, like in terms of some cases. But we're going to out-drag Lance Stroll before we even get onto the straight. We just got such better acceleration than that Williams. I nearly called it a Renault then. I don't know what I'm doing. But Carlos Sainz in the background is going to come out, and he almost gets collected by Brendan Hartley and Romain Grosjean as they were squabbling. Not even in the points. I'll be honest, they're not even in the points. They might be after the end of the pit stops, but here's Kimi Raikkonen. Kimi Raikkonen's coming out of the pits. You've got Bottas, Ricciardo and Vettel, and it's going to be very close with Sebastian Vettel, and Vettel almost gets a little bit of a tap, but Vettel's going to swap to the left hand side, and he's going to take his teammate. And does he take Ricciardo? Yes, he does. Ricciardo, that was very cheeky. That was very cheeky. We've got Sergio Perez on the meantime, trundling around in his own position, and that is a big blow from that Force India, and he was the only driver on the entire grid to not have retired this season, and that now comes to an end with one race to go. Sergio Perez, that was a really big blow. The engine went, and it went big compared to the the little puffs of smoke. That was a big old engine blow. But Kimi Raikkonen is going to get past Ricciardo, as you'd hope. Kimi Raikkonen was actually shaping up to have a look at us. Maybe if it was one more lap, Kimi might have overtaken us, but at the same time, it was a fairly solid drive. P2, can't really complain. P3, sorry, I'm not about P2. Bottas just disappeared into the distance as well after our pit stop. But yeah, Mercedes are on a bit of a comeback. They haven't overtaken Ferrari in the constructors yet. I say yet because if they get another one, if they outscore the Ferraris, then there's a good chance that will happen. However, Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel are obviously the only two drivers that can actually win the Drivers' Championship in the finale in Abu Dhabi. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to win that. The drivers and constructors will pop up on the screen very shortly indeed as they celebrate on the podium. Lewis Hamilton obviously coming in first place, absolutely smashed it. He was in a whole other league. I'm not going to lie, I just had no pace around here. I really didn't. I was surprised I was able to hold on to Bottas and hold on to his DRS for like a good 5-6 laps. But there is the drivers. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly from my Google Sheet stock, it was about 5 points difference between Hamilton and Vettel, but also the constructors as well. We'll see you then, guys. Bye bye.